Welcome Twitch. Hello YouTube. Hello Kick. Welcome in everyone. Hello Will Poker. Hello Cosmic. Hello Michael. Hello Nan Reader. Happy Tuesday to y'all. Reset the computer, so I gotta turn off autofocus here. Thank you for the follow. I think we're there. Doing well tonight. Thank you for joining us. I missed the Giphy. What was the Giphy, chat? I've taken out half a glass of water and I haven't had one hydrate yet. Oh yeah, that's right. Hydrate's probably not enabled yet. Appreciate that, Shinobu. Shinobu? Horrible pronouncing names. Hi, JK. So we got a bunch of marinating to do tonight. Well, marinating, pickling. Thank you for joining me, everyone, tonight. Cheers to you. All right, we're going to start with beef. I don't know why I bought beef from this dude again. I guess it was convenient. He has generally good sources, but he himself is not the direct source of anything. And has directly told me his method of pricing is make it too expensive for anyone and then lower it until people tolerate it. Like the way he hacked into that. Mistake. This is going to be for steak sandwiches, which is coming up here on Friday. This is going to be for our tacos tonight. Sandwiches, tacos. To this, we're going to add much of the same stuff we're actually going to use for our teriyaki sauce, but not quite teriyaki sauce yet. Garlic powder. Ginger. Oh, we're almost out of ginger here. In fact, I might have to save the last of this for teriyaki instead. Yeah. Because I'm not getting that spoon in there. Where's my demi-tasse spoon? My little baby spoon. You know, it's almost like these spice companies design these jars so that it's hard to get the spice out of them. Yeah, we're gonna save the last of this for the teriyaki that I didn't just spill on my shirt. Soy. Honey. Black pepper. We'll let those all hang out together for a little bit. Maybe should have thrown a little sesame oil in there. Oh well. Let's see here. Now let's just steal it out of the sugar bowl. Sugar in the raw. Or brown sugar, whatever you shall prefer. We're going to be melting it here, so it's not like a granular difference. Ginger, last of our ginger. garlic powder. Soy sauce. Honey. And an empty thing of cornstarch. Do I have empty starch cup? Yeah, it's not enough. I guess I gotta open a new bag of starch. Oops, that's cheese powder. Where's the starch? What did I do with the starch? There it is. Alright, so we're going to bring this up to a boil now. Zoom right. A little cleanup on the counter while we're waiting on that to boil. Just use that for water. You'll work for this. I don't know why you're still out. How you doing, chat? Have I missed anything? I've just been sort of chilling and cooking. Hey, John. I'm working on making a teriyaki sauce, homemade teriyaki sauce. That's what you have there on the stove. I just have to thicken that with the cornstarch slurry at this point. We have our barely purple daikon radish on the cutting board there. I've marinated some steak for our tacos. No mirin. It's actually pretty simple. It's soy sauce, brown sugar. I use sugar in the raw, but brown sugar, sugar in the raw, honey, garlic, ginger, soy sauce. I don't know if I said soy sauce already, and thickened cornstarch. Absolutely, Michael. I have some mirin though. I think I do. Yeah, I have some mirin. Let's throw some mirin in with the steak. Cornstarch is a much quicker thickener. Flour is often done either with fats from the dish or with butter. And so I think flavor-wise, flour tends to be a better choice, but it requires more cook time. And because the flour, you have to cook the raw flour flavor out of a dish you're using roux for. There's other ways of using flour that you don't have to cook it as long. Like, I can never remember the proper term for it, but if you sit there and mash together butter and flour into a paste while somehow not completely melting the butter, but if you can do that and then drop that in bits, you don't have to cook. You can almost treat that like a starch slurry. Because with the starch slurry, you're always adding some liquid in there. Even though you're thickening the overall liquid, you're watering it down. Even if it's a little bit. Like in this case, it's going to be a couple ounces. But instead of butter or the fats from the actual dish, as the liquid component in the thickener. Yes, cornstarch is much thicker and is much more heavily commonly used in modern day, along with arrowroot, clear gel. Clear gel is if you're into desserts and you want your jellies and jams and all that to look clear instead of cloudy. You use clear gel. That is way too thick, but that got us a good start. Thank you. Just about to peek over there too. So we'll put the flame back on, but lower. And we'll mix our oobleck. You'll never hear it called oobleck in a culinary book or anything like that, but it's oobleck. It's one of those liquids that has properties of solids until it's completely dissolved. So the more you dissolve it and the more you get it moving, the more it moves, Yes, non-Newtonian fluid. I turned this down too much. We want this rolling. You also ideally, you want, when it comes to cornstarch, and I don't know what other starches in particular, but definitely cornstarch, definitely potato starch. If you're doing this in a slurry, you want your slurry to be cold, and you want your liquid that you're thickening to be hot. And the greater the difference, the better your thickening. This will work, I guess. And then you don't see the full thickening that you've had until it comes back to a boil. We're close there. I want a little more though. There we go. You can see the bubbles like that. I think we got a decent thickness on that now. Turn the heat off on that and just let that cool. He's had a wide cast of characters on that show. You know, it's one of those shows that's just sort of happened in the background. It's sort of like, you know, it's perfect for like where it's being played. You know, it's like I'm still seeking thinner. This is inferior to a Japanese mandolin. I really need to get I mean, they're not expensive. I need to get a Japanese mandolin. I used to have one. I don't know where it went. I don't know if it's hidden in my trailer somewhere or alright, this is close to the thickness I want now. Yeah, that was what's-her-name's complaint, wasn't it? Most recently, talking about Food Network. I most recently read, when it comes to Food Network, and lost a lot of respect. I'm half joking here. For Mark Summers. Because apparently Mark Summers is a key factor in the success of Guy Fieri. Read an article where Fieri said in a podcast or something that he won the show and Mark was like, he got an agent and drove him around to LA to find one. makes sense with the whole supermarket sweep and whatever the show is that he does in a supermarket. Yeah, Robert Irvine is... Mr. I lied on my resume to get on Food TV about working at the White House. I don't know why they kept him around after it became obvious and it was a big news story. Yeah. This will be enough for a couple of tacos here. This is going to be more than enough for a couple of tacos. I don't know why I'm perfectly stacking these to pickle them. I am, though, chat. Hi, Cozy Coffee. So, teriyaki sauce. Now we're going to make some pickling liquid. Not with Frank's. Or with apple cider vinegar. Yeah, Michael, but I was pretty sure that wasn't Mark involved in that show. And then you had Guy Fieri with his supermarket show. Whatever the name is, I can't remember. So I'm using pretty much all my different rice vinegars I got. Using them up here. No one using that new hot channel point redeem, huh? There's a cup of water going in there with our vinegar. Oops, changed the song. Didn't mean to do that. A little bit of sugar. Wishing I had more ginger for this. Garlic. Celery seed. Hey, Minnesota Froggy. There's so many other things that I would put in there otherwise, but I think I'm just going to stick with black pepper after this. Like, I think of pickle and I think of mustards and mustard seed and all sorts of herbs, whether it's dill or whatever. But we're just doing a really sort of clean, simple pickle for this. I think I'm running out of pepper. That is going to be a pickling liquid for our purple purple daikon, which is more white than purple, but there's a little bit of purple in there. Our carrots and cucumber, which are all going to be our garnishes for our tacos. Hey, Pottery Dojo. There we go. This isn't supposed to go over here. This goes over here. So we're going to add our daikon radish in here. But we need some carrot in here. Alright, so we got those going. We got our pickling liquid almost there. And where's the last of that cucumber? Where'd you go, cucumber? There you are, cucumber. Pretty sure horse apples don't. Hey, Zeeks. Yeah, we're doing Japanese style tacos, even though the Japanese don't do tacos. It's Tuesday. And so pickling liquid going from the stove over on the cutting board. I guess I'll push the button. Yeah, humidity is not fun. You know, when you've got rain on your windshield and you feel like you're sweating and it's not actually raining, you might be in Florida. I'm going to trust vinegar water as being clean with a rinse out. What do you think, chat? You okay with that? Since, I mean, how many people use vinegar to clean? And then rubbing alcohol for all of your spraying needs and all of your like window cleaning. Like, how much for Windex? Or I was gonna say $2 bottle of rubbing vinegar, but or rubbing alcohol, but probably 3 or 4 today. I'm going to add a little sesame oil to our pickles here. But I didn't want to give it the full boil with all the other pickling liquids. And so it's just going to hang out here at the end. So we got beef, veggies. Now we gotta make our tortillas. After being scarred by my last 2 attempts of doing corn and flour mixed tortillas, I'm just going with flour tonight. We'll return to making corn and flour tortillas one day. Why don't we take a moment here and check out this here. Over on the Discord. It looks like chili peppers have won here. Buns, if you're hanging out, if you're lurking around. I think I'm going to call it here that we're going to be using chili peppers tomorrow to make dinner and dessert. Last 2 days on the birthday cake. Yeah, matcha's won before too. So, I mean, certain individual peppers have won before too, but not like just chili peppers. Yep. I don't know. Chocolate just hasn't, like, I say this having occasionally had a piece of chocolate or something before going to bed, sort of a thing. But in general, just like chocolate desserts have just not been hitting for me lately. Like, they're just not what I'm like all about? I don't know, maybe I don't know what I'm going to do for that. But back to cooking. We need some lard in here with our flour. Awesome, Buns. You're amazing. Thank you. Cosmic, was it on a hot day? I hope it was on a hot day. Over on the cutting board camera. Working the lard into our flour. My fingers here. Fingies. I feel like I was maybe light on the fat there. I think I'm going to add a bit more lard into that. Okay, I'm a little happier with that now. Make sure we got some hot water going here. It's also a pretty cool flavoring ingredient. It's not really... It's one of those ingredients you sort of need fresh, and so it's not really seen in the U.S. too often in its original form. But very lemony type, almost like spice you can add to things, and it turns things red. A lot of Middle Eastern cuisines use it. All up already. You're taking forever. Be round. You don't want to roll up and ball up either. I'm living with that though. Pull our teriyaki sauce off to the side here. Pull these over here. Pull this bad boy out. We're gonna give them a bit of a clean here first. Yep. Be doing some Japanese Mexican fusion here apparently tonight. Over on the stove. Cooking oil, or sunflower oil, in my case. Alright, now let's make this really smoky. Trying to get all the black out of my brush here before it settles in. All right. Turn the oven fan on high. Let me know if it's bothering the audio at all. Can make things choppy, things like that. Heating up a pan over here for our tortillas. Okay, this has got to move. Sorry, I know it's pretty on screen. Not sure how big I want to make these tonight. These can certainly roll out a bit more. But I sort of like that size there. Which is good, because this one is getting thin about that size. Some people add baking powder or baking soda to these too if you want them to be a little more fluffy, a little more bubbly. I like soft tacos. I'm not 100%, soft taco camp. Cosmic found something. Let's get rid of the hair tie. That works for now. I'm just happy that I'm mostly done chopping, because chopping is really the issue. Because I'll be down sort of crunched up and moving, and so it sort of slowly moves its way forward and gets in my way. We be smoking over here. I've turned the flame off there because there is some oil there. Don't want to start a fire that I have to put out with salt. Do I have enough salt? Probably not. We're not going to worry about that, chat. Mine just keeps getting thinner as I get older. It looks much worse on camera than it is in person. Like, if I compare it even camera to mirror, the camera just, it actually does too good of a job of picking up all the individual. This partly started out of that, getting the frustration of my main options for hair being, let's be honest, the high school dropouts earning minimum wage with 3 kids screaming in a store, $20 to get in there, and they want a tip on top of that. Which I agree, I tip your hair care people, but if they do a nice job for you. I believe in tipping when tipping is for exceptional service. I don't believe in tipping as a part of service fees. This is about the point where it's getting too annoying for me, because this is the point where I sit down in a chair and my head sort of gets locked because the hair is against my back, between my back and the chair. We're approaching needing to have another haircut here for myself. But for me, that's usually, these days, just take a shower. That was originally part of my plan too. I wanted to do that, but I've got gray hair now. They don't. Generally with guys, they want 12 inches of hair, which I could do. But without the grays, without... No. Grazie. You're now officially the first person that the chef yells at when something goes in the wrong when they're not there. All right, flame back on over here for our meat. Hamon. No avocados tonight. Hi, Space. No, we've got pickled cucumber, carrot, and daikon radish. Along with our homemade teriyaki sauce. Yeah, not too far off of Bon B, minus the French bread and no fish sauce and no herbs. Thank you for the follow. How are we doing tonight over on Kick? I'm ignoring Kick again tonight. Jettison, you followed me 2 days ago. Yeah. No one's following me on Kick tonight. Why am I not shocked? Because I'm not paying attention to Kick either. Sorry, Kick. Build an API. I maybe should have done the 4 sides instead of trying to crosshatch this tonight. Oh well. Because those sides are looking as thick as the top now that it's shrunk from the heat. It's smoky in here. I'm going to turn a couple other fans on. What's the score? I saw you post the score earlier. I didn't read it. Sorry. Woohoo! Who are they playing? This is how much I'm following hockey right now, chat. I'll allow that to rest for a bit here. Nice. Do they have like the fan nights at the stadium too, where, you know, playoffs that I always remember them having. I remembered at one point flank. It's a strip of flank. Nah, grill marks are messy. I'm not letting myself have grill marks being good on that one. Gonna be using the other part of it. It's about a half, maybe a third half, somewhere in there, of it, and the larger piece we're saving for the steak sandwiches on Friday, and the smaller piece I cut we're using here for the tacos. Need to let this sit another minute or two. I'm tempted to cut into it. I want a pan shake, chap. I'm sort of, why didn't I get, I spent money on flank, why didn't I get skirt? I like skirt over flank. And I like hanger over both. Though it's not as... These two are really like the kings of grilling and slicing for tacos and fajitas and all that good stuff. Hanger steak's a pain in the butt to clean. But top 3 cuts for me. Going back to low on our fan over there. You like it rare on your ceviche? Ceviche? That's an inside joke with the people who were here earlier in the stream. Mm. Now that was a proper hydrate. I don't know if I count as me doing it to myself. I guess being dumb and not inquiring about it. I've talked about how I got my horseshoe cut on my finger before, chat, where I was in small community college before I went to Culinary Institute of America and was in the cooking program there. And cute young thing still in high school, me barely out of high school, takes crystal punch bowl directly out of commercial high heat dishwasher, fills it with punch and ice, then asks poor Jason to pick up punch bowl because it's too heavy for her. I picked it up. I could literally feel it quivering in my hands, and my hands just went like this. The whole thing just dropped. And I don't think I've ever been more babied in my life. Because it was at a school. So, like, every instructor in the entire culinary area was sitting there, you know, you need to sit down, you need some OJ, how can we help you? But that isn't really professional years, too. I don't know. I guess professional is just burns. I've gotten all sorts of burns cooking, but most of those haven't really left long-term marks, thankfully. Alright, so we're starting off in these tacos. We're going to start building tacos here with a bit of daikon pickled in the bottom. Yeah, I used to have that problem too until I got a place where the smoke alarm's in my bedroom behind the closed door. Maybe not great for general public, but for me, I think that's an ideal situation. It's there when I need it, when I'm not going to be worried about it, and I feel like I'm comfortable in the kitchen, that I'm not going to cause anything without being able to mildly handle it, or at least call people to handle it if it happens over here. Alright, teriyaki sauce and beef going together here. Guys gonna have to rally some channel points to do that. Yeah, it's not exactly great when I'm chopping stuffed buns. Which is why I always had it tied up before, is because it can become an actual issue when I'm cooking. It's about the only time I ever tie it up too, by the way, chat. Like, I don't typically leave the house with my hair in a ponytail. So I think that's looking pretty sexy right there. What do you think, chat? I could stop right there. Pickled cucumber. Carrot, pickled carrot. Me dripping teriyaki sauce everywhere. What was that, John? What was that, John? Taste test time. Okay. If I have to. I've taken photos, so the photos will be up in the Discord like usual. We're going to give this one a fold. That'd be teriyaki, messy, and daikani. Daikani almost sounds inappropriate. But yeah, that's yummy. Yeah, I can live with that, Trap. Could you live with that? Let's see here. Everything going well for the most part here. I think it's that time, chat. Why did the music stop? Where's the music? So thank you for hanging out with me, everyone. Great night tonight. Had fun tonight. Very chill night, too. Like, I've been hot, but I haven't been, like, feeling rushed at all or hurrying at all, which is a lovely thing. I hate being rushed these days. You're all amazing for following around with me and hanging out with me. Hope to see you back here tomorrow night when I'm gonna have to use chili peppers to make dinner and dessert for my weekly ingredient challenge. If you want to have say in the future upcoming ingredient challenges, you can join in on the Discord. We got a lovely list there. You can even submit your own ideas. Though, make sure they're ones that I can actually buy. There's... Alright, lovely people. I hope to see you back here tomorrow night, 4:30 Pacific as usual. Good night.